Hello, welcome to Serenity Productions.
I really thought about this. You've let that pretty little head of yours guess how this would all play out in the long run.
I want some water. Do you want some tea?
I'm there. I'm here.
What are you listening to?
In your head.
I'm asking
Right
because
where
you're
I
starting to
belong.
shake. What are you listening to?
You're mine. And I'm yours.
Give me the headphones. Give me the headphones.
All mine. Every part of me. It's easier that way.
This shit again? Seriously? You know how this affects you. Where's the phone? No. I'm invoking the roommate right of knocking this shit out. So, where's your phone? Here it is. How the fuck do you work in Android? Unlock it. Unlock it right now.
You shouldn't like it.
Unlock it right now. I'm finding all your cookies and I'm throwing them in the trash.
It's easier.
Thank you. Okay. Give me this. Okay, look at me. Look at me. It's not real. It's just another Yandere YouTube ASMR audio. It's not real. You're not in that kind of relationship. Okay? No one is like that in your life. It's okay. You're here. You're with me. You're back in reality. Okay? Alright, let's get your big fluffy blanket. Gonna wrap this around you. We're gonna pull you in for a big hug. Why do you keep listening to that crap? You know how I feel about Yandere videos. I have nothing against people that listen to them, but you particularly do not vibe well with that. Yes, I'm using vibe. I can use vibe. I'm not so old that I do not know what vibe means. It's Pog, the one I have trouble with. I still don't get that one. You can explain it to me later. The point is, you don't do well with Yandere videos. I know they're interesting, and I know they have a cool concept. I know that the thought of someone loving you obsessively is fun to play around with. But you already weren't in a good mindset today, okay? I mean, you had to deal with going outside, and then that woman at Target just wouldn't understand putting her mask on, and we tried to help out the person that was working at the store, and finally we just had to walk away because they had to call security, and that in itself was stressful enough. And then we had to deal with the water heater breaking down today, and then Mochi got out of the house. We had to find a cat in the middle of the city. I mean, today was already anxiety-inducing. Why would you watch a Yandere video? Because it just came out tonight and you really wanted to watch it so you didn't get spoilers. Then don't go on Discord for a while. Or don't look at the YouTube section. Or the comments. Or watch it, on speakers. While doing something else, like drawing. Which, by the way, what were you drawing? Oh, this is creepy. It's good. It's just creepy. Creepy does not inherently mean bad. It means creepy. There are a lot of good paintings that are just creepy. I mean, the Screaming Man one, you don't think that's creepy? Just seeing an elongated face with a big mouth wide open and someone going, oh, in a painting? Like, that's immortalized, like, fear. Here. Listen. I know. These audios are really good sometimes. And he's really convincing. I've listened to his stuff. But if you're not in the right mindset to listen to something, you need to mind the trigger warnings. I mean, look at this. He has, like, a ton of them up. Like, humiliation, love, manipulation. Like, ooh, that is deep. You really shouldn't have been listening to this tonight. And I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to them. Listen, there's nothing wrong with listening to Yandere audios. Okay? It's a big niche. And that those two artists, I mean, I love their writing, so that's kind of why I fell in love with them, but you like their audios, which are really well done too on both parts. But sometimes it's okay to take a step back and realize you're not in the right mindset to listen to one. These things can get really dark and really heavy. And yeah, sometimes they're the cutesy little light Yandere videos that you can just listen to and kind of go, okay, yeah, they're Yandere. But there are some that drive deep. And there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what? Maybe I can't handle this right now. It's about knowing your limits. It's about knowing when to step back and say, my headspace is not okay right now. Here's another thing too. Would you have even come to me after you finished listening to this, or would you have just stayed shaking in bed? Like if I never came up to offer you tea, would you even let me know that you were in this headspace? There's nothing wrong with going to another person and saying, hey, I'm not in a good headspace and right now I could just really use a hug. You know I'm here for you for that. I'm here to tell you to stop listening to Yandere audios. I'm here to wrap you in big fuzzy blankets and give you big hugs. And then go downstairs and make you a cup of hot chocolate and bring it up to you. You need to know that there's nothing wrong with asking for help if sometimes you mess up on your limits. That's okay. But trust the people around you. Trust your friends, trust your family to be the ones to be that emotional support. Because, like I said, these audios are draining. So sometimes you need someone to help you recharge. You know, whether it's going for a walk outside, or watching a funny video, or just sitting and cuddling together on a bed. It's okay. People need to recharge sometimes, and if you need another person to help you recharge, that's fine. But I don't want you ever thinking that, you know, if you mess up on your limits, that I'm not going to be here to support you. Yes, I might lecture you a little bit, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be here to make sure that you get back to 100%. I mean it. So, right now, I want you to do something with me. Forget about the Yandere audio. I want you to close your eyes. And I know right now you might see the character that you just listened to. That's okay. I want you to push them out of your mind. As far out of your mind as you can. You did that? Okay, cool. Now I want you to picture the cutest possible thing you can. The thing that gives you those warm, bubbly feelings that just makes it seem like you put a heating pack in you. And it's spreading all over. Like, ooh, what's a good feeling? Okay, like your first sip of hot chocolate when you're freezing your ass off after coming inside. Or ice cream on a really hot day. Or getting hugged by that person that you want to get hugged by the most. Or when Mochi comes over and decides to purr in your lap and just sits there. Anything that makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside and gives you those goody goosebumps all over. I want you to focus on that. Now, I want you to repeat this out loud. I don't care how silly you think you're going to look. Guess what? It's just me here, okay? So say this out loud. I deserve real love. Now say it. I deserve real love. I have people that truly love me. I deserve to have a healthy relationship. It's okay that I have limits. I will respect my limits. If I go over my limits, I will ask for help. I can ask for help. There is nothing wrong with asking for help. And I want you to know that that's really true. There is nothing wrong with asking for help if you've passed your limits. But you have to try to remember to respect your limits and to know what they are and to not push the boundaries, especially if you've already had a stressful day. Maybe Yandere is not a good ASMR to listen to right now. Maybe you need to go for the... which one does he have? Here, the really cutesy werewolf one. Why don't you listen to that one today? And then maybe save the Yandere one when you're feeling a little bit braver. Or we'll listen to it together, so I can remind you that it's not real. Okay? Yeah, I'll sit down and listen to it with you. I'm not a big fan of Yandere, but the guy's got really good storytelling, and, from a writer's perspective, I'm all over that. Hey. You're good. You're going to be good, and you're going to be okay. And even if you're not right now, in about 10 minutes, you will be. And if not in 10 minutes, then an hour. And if not in an hour, then maybe the next. And if not tonight, then tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, well, then we cross that bridge then. And you come to me and we'll help you out. Maybe we go on a walk, get some fresh air. Maybe we turn on a silly TV show and veg on the couch. Maybe we spend hours playing Stardew Valley again. Which, I'm totally okay with that because, honestly, I need to get back into fishing in that game. Elliot is not going to woo himself. Listen. It's okay to listen to audios like that. But you just need to mind yourself. Promise me you will mind yourself from now on. So that way I don't come up here and see you shaking on the bed again. And also, don't listen to Yandere videos in the dark. What are you doing? Turn on a light a candle or something. Alright. Come on. You can get the blanket around you, but we're going downstairs. It's your turn to feed Mochi. And I'll make us some hot chocolate. What? Yeah, you can get another hug, you knuckle. Come here. Alright. Hot chocolate time. Possibly funny videos. Karaoke. Disney karaoke sounds good. Come on, who doesn't love Disney karaoke? Okay. Alright, then let's go.